Your morning coffee tastes like dirt for one simple reason. You're drinking the wrong drying method. Today, we're exposing the 7 instant jars that keep that bitter, burnt taste alive, and the 5 that actually rival a fresh brew when you see one word on the label: freeze-dried. Stay to the end. You'll learn how one texture fix, one prep trick, and one shopping keyword can flip your cup from sludge to smooth in under 60 seconds. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 1 Folgers Instant R Crystals. You think classic means safe, but Folgers Instant Car Crystals often uses heat-heavy spray drying that cooks off aroma oils and locks in that flat, bitter hit. Here's the truth. When those oils go, you lose the sweet, nutty top notes that make a cup feel alive. So why does it smell sharp but taste hollow? High heat can scorch volatile compounds. You get a loud first whiff, then a fast fade and a muddy finish, like turning up a speaker with no bass. Tasting panels flag a burnt edge and sludge at the bottom. The ultrafine powder dissolves fast, but as water cools, sediment drops and the last sip goes dull and ashy. Reviews place it near the bottom for aroma and clarity. Sourcing is fuzzy with big, non-certified blends drawing sustainability knocks. Bottom line, if the label doesn't say freeze-dried, skip it. Good price, rough cup. Now at number 2, the same drying problem, harsher nose. Number 2, Maxwell House Instant. You crack the lid and get a sharp off note right away. That's your first red flag. When aroma goes chemical, your cup will follow. Here's the truth. A familiar name can still pour a bitter, hollow sip when spray drying strips the sweet, nutty top notes and leaves a scorched core. Taste tests cite a chemical-like whiff, a burnt profile, and bitterness that hangs on. As the mug cools, sludge gathers at the bottom and the finish turns dull. It's like turning up treble while the bass drops out. Loud, but thin. Rankings place this instant last or near last. The bigger issue is consistency. One mug leans sour, the next tastes charred, and neither lands clean. Even cream can't cover the edge for long, it just blurs it. Bottom line, if it smells like a plastic bin, you don't need better creamer. You need a different process. Seek freeze-dried on the label. Next up, a global bestseller with a thin cup. Number 3, Nescafe Classic. It's everywhere so it feels safe, but ubiquity is not taste. Here's the truth. The classic jar leans on spray drying, a hot air shortcut that strips volatile aromas and leaves a blunt core. You get a strong first sniff, then a watery, bitter sip. That hollow middle is the spray dry tell. Panels say it drinks like coffee-flavored water unless you load milk and sugar to mask the edge. It can pass in iced blends where cold dulls the bite, but black it falls short. Dissolution is quick, yet the mouthfeel stays thin. Like sound without bass, present but weak. Critics also point to mixed or unclear certifications on value lines. When labels skip terms like Fair Trade or Rainforest Alliance, it raises sourcing questions. If you want body and real aroma without extras, Classic won't deliver look for freeze-dried versions or the brand's premium lines for a fuller, cleaner cup. Now, the bold yellow can that claims espresso. Number 4, Cafe Bustelo Instant. You want that dark, urban cafe vibe in seconds. The jar says instant espresso, so your hopes go up. Here's the truth. Black, it leans harsh. The bite overwhelms, then the finish turns rough and dry like a loudspeaker with no low end. Testers say it does better when you add milk or make a quick latte-style drink. Straight, the bitter edge sticks around. The likely reason, a cost-focused process, such as spray drying or an aggressive roast curve that boosts harsh compounds and strips softer notes. Rankings reflect that split. Mid-pack with cream, bottom third without. It dissolves fast and clean, but the texture stays thin for anything called espresso. You get color and caffeine, not the syrupy body you expect. Bottom line, love the brand, use it as a base for milk drinks. Want a clean black cup? Shop for freeze-dried instead. Next up, a store brand that looks like a deal until the afternote hits. Number 5, Stop and Shop store brand. House brand savings feel smart when your budget is tight. But with Stop and Shop's Instant, the trade-off hits fast. Here's the truth. The jar relies on bulk spray-dried coffee, brewed liquid blasted into hot air. That heat drains off the fragile aromas you need, so you get a faint scent, a sour bite, and a hollow body that begs for sugar panels call out a chalky afterfeel and an aroma that drops off minutes after opening, like a TV with the volume up but no depth. As the cup cools, undissolved bits sink and turn the last sip muddy. Value per jar looks great, but per cup satisfaction falls. You spend less up front, then chase flavor with extras and still don't finish the mug. Bottom line, if you must go store brand, hunt for freeze-dried on the label. Otherwise, you're paying less for coffee you won't drink. Next up, a cult favorite grocer with a surprising miss. Number 6. Trader Joe's Instant Coffee. The packets are tidy, the cup isn't. Here's the truth. The format wins. Light, sealed sticks that travel well and keep a steady dose. But testers call out a papery scent and a flat, slightly sour sip that never rounds out, even after it cools. As a travel fix, it works. On a trail in a hotel, you get caffeine and heat. As a daily brew, it lags. The base tastes like a heat-driven, spray-dried coffee. Weak aromatics, thin body, quick fade. It's like turning up a radio with no bass. You hear it, but you don't feel it. Fans try workarounds. They fold it into baking or blend it into smoothies, where bitterness hides under sugar and dairy. Black, the limits show fast. Bottom line, if packets are your thing, upgrade to freeze-dried sticks. You keep the grab-and-go perk and gain aroma, body, and a clean last sip. Next up, a New Zealand staple with mixed results. Number 7, Jed's Instant Coffee. The label says strength. The cup disagrees. Here's the truth. Big numbers on the front promise punch, but the brew lands sharp, then fades fast. Reports point to heat-driven drying and a dark roast profile that steamrolls nuance. You taste the hit up top, then it slips to flat and dry. Like turning up treble while the base cuts out brewed hot. Some batches turn metallic or overly bitter. Iced, the edge dulls, but so does any character. So you end up with cold, brown water. Consumer feedback in New Zealand backs this gap between pitch and payoff. One panel found only 30% would buy Jed's number 2 medium. A clear sign the taste and finish don't match the price or the promise. Inconsistent aroma and a dry, abrupt finish kept showing up. Bottom line, when you see strength numbers but not freeze-dried, expect more bite than body. Now we switch lanes. The first 5 that deliver on one keyword. Number 1, Starbucks VIA Instant Pike Place. You want coffee that tastes like coffee, not candy, not ash. Here's the truth. Pike Place VIA packs 2 things in one stick. Instant plus microground. That combo lifts aroma and gives the sip some weight. Can a stick taste like the cafe? Closer than most. Panels rank VIA mid to high for clarity and balance. It dissolves clean, and the microground adds body without turning gritty when you stir well. Think of it like adding a pinch of cocoa to thicken a sauce. It rounds the texture without sludge. Best use is black or with a small splash of milk. It travels well, works in a hotel mug, and holds up in a thermos. It costs more per cup than budget jars, but the better taste and steady results justify it for a daily driver. Bottom line, need a smooth, reliable cup fast? VIA Pike delivers real coffee. Next up, a premium line that pushes this formula richer. Number 2, Starbucks Premium Instant, medium dark. You want more depth and a heavier sip without a machine. Here's the truth. Starbucks Premium Instant in darker medium aims for cafe weight in a quick mix. Can Instant carry chocolate and toast notes? This one leans richer while staying clean. Testers report a fuller mid-palate and a longer finish than basic hot air dried jars. You get cocoa, toast, and a mild smoke line that reads as body, not burn. Dissolution is strong. When you whisk or give it a firm stir with a fork, residue stays minimal so the last sip stays smooth. It performs hot or iced, and it doesn't collapse in a travel mug. The price sits above stick packs, but the flavor stack justifies it for many who want that steady, rounded cup. Bottom line, if you want cafe-like body in 10 seconds, this is a credible upgrade. The weekend taste on a weekday. Next up, the organic freeze-dried benchmark. Number 3, Mount Hagen Organic Instant. One word flips your cup. Freeze-dried. Here's the truth. Low-temp drying protects aroma oils and delicate acids. You keep the fresh brew feel instead of a burnt echo. Mount Hagen proves it in the mug. Clean scent when you open it. Smooth body, steady flavor, and no sludge at the end. Organic and fair trade ease the sourcing worry, so you're not guessing how the beans were grown black. It stays balanced. No need to bury it in cream or sugar. It also works where you need it. It dissolves in seconds with little sediment, and it plays hot, iced, or in a travel mug without turning murky. Think of it like freezing berries at peak ripeness. You lock the good stuff in. Yes, the price runs higher, but the cup quality rises with it. Bottom line, this is the everyday freeze-dried standard. If one jar will change your mind on instant, make it this. Next up, a European luxury take. Number 4, Davidoff Rich Instant. You want a smoother, more elegant cup without bitterness. Here's the truth. Davidoff Rich Instant uses freeze-dried granules that hold onto floral cocoa notes, so hot water wakes them up instead of burning them off. That gives you a soft start, a steady middle, and no rough edge. Can Instant feel silky? Here, yes. Reviews point to balanced acidity, mild sweetness, and a clean finish that doesn't cling. It drinks best black or with a small splash of milk, where those gentle notes stay clear and calm. Granule size helps the experience. The pieces dissolve fast and even, so you don't chase clumps or stir forever. Less sediment means the last sip stays as clean as the first. No chalk, no mud. Think of it like fine sea salt melting into soup. Quick, even, and smooth. Bottom line, if you crave a calm, rounded flavor, Davidoff Rich is a quiet win. Finally, a UK staple proves smooth at scale. Number 5, Kenco Smooth Instant. You need a no-drama mug that just tastes right. Here's the truth. Many daily instants run thin or turn bitter, but freeze-dried Kenco Smooth lands gentle caramel and soft nut notes without the sting. It reads calm, not smoky or harsh. UK testers call it approachable and steady. Stir it well and it dissolves fast, leaving the last sip clean instead of chalky. Think of it like a well-set oatmeal, no lumps, no grit, just even texture that lets flavor show. It works as a breakfast coffee. Balanced body, clear aroma, and no burnt push first thing in the morning. It also plays well with milk. Add a splash and it stays smooth, rather than turning to chalk or mud. You get a mild sweetness and an easy finish that doesn't cling. Bottom line, for a repeatable, smooth morning cup, Kenco Smooth checks the freeze-dried box and the flavor box. Now let's land the plane. Here's the truth, the method matters. Spray-dried pushes bitterness and sludge. Freeze-dried locks in aroma, body, and a clean last sip. If you want a cup that tastes like a brew, not a shortcut, the process is your lever. Shop with one word in mind, freeze-dried. Reach for Mount Hagen, Starbucks VIA, or Premium Instant, Davidoff, or Kenco. Skip the 7 that fail the basic taste test. Think of it like freezing berries at peak. Flavor stays. Want the truth about what's actually safe and good? Subscribe now. Tell us the worst instant you've had in the comments, and what you swapped in that finally fixed it.